Once upon a time, in a galaxy far, far away, there lived a tiny alien named Zog. Zog was not your typical extraterrestrial being. In fact, Zog was minuscule, measuring just 3 inches tall. However, Zog had big dreams, dreams that were out of this world. You see, Zog hailed from a planet called Minimore, where everything was small, including the houses and even the spaceships. However, Zog was different. While all the other Minimorians were content with their tiny world, Zog had an insatiable curiosity about the universe beyond. He had heard stories of Earth, a place with towering skyscrapers and enormous houses. One fateful day, Zog decided that he would become the greatest abductor in the history of Minimore. His goal? To abduct humans and bring them back to his tiny spaceship, just to see what their bedrooms looked like. With great determination, Zog set off in his itty-bitty spaceship, a vessel barely the size of a shoe. He arrived on Earth under the cover of night, ready to make his first abduction. His spaceship hovered near a suburban neighborhood, and he spotted a cozy house with a soft, inviting glow emanating from one of the windows. Excitement surged through Zog as he activated his shrink ray and descended toward the house. He carefully opened the bedroom window, ready to carry the sleeping human back to his ship. However, as he reached out with his tiny arms, he quickly realized the problem. Zog was far too small and weak to lift a full-sized human. After struggling for a few minutes, he gave up and returned to his spaceship, defeated. But Zog was not one to give up easily. He spent the next few nights studying humans, their habits, and their sleeping patterns. He learned about the concept of sleepwalking and decided to try again. This time, he waited until a human sleepwalked near the window. With all his might, he tried to carry the sleepwalking human back to his ship, but once again, he failed. The human was too heavy, and Zog was too small. Undeterred, Zog began to think creatively. He built a miniature grappling hook with a thin wire and attached it to his spaceship. He waited for a night when the window was open, and the breeze was just right. When he saw a human tossing and turning in their sleep, he used the grappling hook to carefully snag a small item from their bedroom, a tiny souvenir from Earth. Zog examined the miniature trophy in his spaceship with awe. It was a miniature representation of a miniature world, and it was all he needed to satisfy his curiosity. He realized that he didn't need to abduct humans to learn about their world. He could study the small pieces of it that they held dear. From that day on, Zog abandoned his quest to abduct humans and instead became a collector of miniature items from Earth. He marveled at the tiny trinkets and mementos, each telling a unique story of the vast world beyond his tiny planet. And so, the tiny alien from Minimore found happiness in his newfound hobby, content with the miniature pieces of Earth he collected, and he realized that sometimes the smallest things can bring the greatest joy.